Welcome, friend. Come closer to the quiet. Let the weight of your day slip from your shoulders like an old coat. There is nowhere you need to be. There is nothing you need to solve tonight. We are going to Chicago. Not the bright, loud Chicago of today, but the Chicago of 1930s and 40s nights. A city of neon signs reflected in wet streets, of big band music drifting from dance halls, and of long, empty roads that stretch south toward the cemeteries. The air is cool. A light rain is falling. The wipers move slowly across the windshield. Swish, 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 like a lullaby. Pull your blanket a little higher. Let the warm glow of the dashboard lights touch your face. We are only going for a gentle drive, and we will listen to an old, sad story that has been told along these roads for nearly 100 years. This is the story of Resurrection Mary. It is 1939, a Saturday night in late autumn. The air smells of wet leaves, cigarette smoke, and cheap perfume. Inside the Liberty Ballroom on Archer Avenue, the orchestra is playing a slow, swaying waltz. Golden light spills from the high windows onto the pavement outside. Young men in suits and young women in white dresses spin across the polished wooden floor. Laughter rises and falls like music itself. Among the dancers is a girl named Mary. She is beautiful in the way that only memories can be. Dark hair pinned back, pale skin, and a long white evening gown that brushes the floor when she turns. She dances with a quiet sadness in her eyes, as though she already knows the night will end too soon. Sometime after midnight, she tells her partner she wants to go home. They argue briefly. She leaves the hall alone, walking along the wet sidewalk in her white dress and thin shoes. A car passes. Then another. Headlights sweep across her figure like searching spotlights. Then, silence. No one knows exactly what happened after she left the ballroom. Some say she was struck by a car. Some say she was waiting for a ride that never came the way it should have. All we know is that Mary never made it home that night. And yet, she has been trying to get home ever since. Many years later, in the 1950s and 60s, drivers began to tell the same strange story. It is always late, well after the dance halls have closed. The rain is soft. The road is empty. Archer Avenue stretches ahead like a dark ribbon between street lamps. A man driving alone sees a young woman standing on the shoulder. She is wearing a white dress. Her arms are folded against the cold. Her dark hair is damp from the rain. Most drivers would pass by, but something about her makes them slow down. Something lonely. Something gentle. He pulls over. The passenger door opens with a soft click. She slides in without a word. Her dress is spotless despite the rain. She smells faintly of roses and cold night air. The driver tries to make conversation. Where are you headed? Home, she says quietly.
Resurrection Cemetery, just past the gates. The driver nods. He knows the cemetery. It is only a few miles ahead. He drives on. The heater blows warm air across their legs. The radio plays low jazz, the same kind of music that once filled the Liberty Ballroom. For a while they ride in comfortable silence. The streetlights pass one by one, casting slow gold ripples across her white dress. She keeps her hands folded in her lap. She never looks directly at him. As they approach the tall iron gates of Resurrection Cemetery, she suddenly sits up a little straighter. You can let me out here. The driver slows the car. Before he can even come to a full stop, she opens the door and steps out into the night.
He watches her walk toward the cemetery gates in her white dress. Her steps are light. Her figure begins to fade into the mist that always seems to gather near the graveyard after rain. He blinks. She is gone. The road is empty. There is only the sound of the windshield wipers. Swish, swish, swish. And the faint scent of roses still lingering in the passenger seat. Over the decades, the story repeats. Different drivers, different years. Always the same girl. Always the white dress. Always the same destination. Resurrection Cemetery. Sometimes she is seen walking along the road even when no one picks her up. Sometimes she appears in the back seat of taxis without ever opening the door. She never speaks much. She only asks to... In 1976, a man named Jerry Paulus picked her up. He swore she felt solid, warm, and real. They even danced together at the ballroom before she asked for a ride. When she vanished from his car, he drove straight to the cemetery in tears. Groundskeepers have found the iron bars of the cemetery gate bent outward, as if small, delicate hands had gripped them with impossible strength. On cold mornings, you can still see the faint outline of 2 handprints burned into the metal. They have been scrubbed. They have been painted over. They always return. Mary is not angry. She's not vengeful. She is simply lost. A girl in a white dress trying to get home from a dance that ended long, long ago. Today, if you drive down Archer Avenue late at night, you may still see her. The streetlights are brighter now. The cars are quieter. But the road feels the same. The mist still gathers near the cemetery. And sometimes, just sometimes, a driver will see a young woman in white standing patiently on the shoulder, waiting for one more ride home. She has become part of Chicago's quiet mythology, a melancholic guardian of the midnight road. A reminder that some loves, some nights, some dances never truly end. They only wait. The city has grown around her story. Skyscrapers rise where there were once only factories and dance halls. Yet every few years another driver comes forward, voice soft with wonder, to say he gave a ride to a girl who was no longer there when the car stopped.
Each time the story is told, it grows gentler. Less like a ghost story, more like a lullaby. And now the road is quiet again. The dance hall has closed its doors for the night. The orchestra has packed away their instruments. The last record has stopped spinning. Mary has gone home, wherever home is for her now. You do not need to keep your eyes on the road any longer. You do not need to watch for white dresses in the mist. Your hands are resting. Your breathing is slow. Your body is heavy and warm beneath the blankets. Let the car coast to a gentle stop inside your mind. Let the headlights dim. Let the windshield wipers rest. There is only the soft sound of rain on the roof and the distant, fading melody of a waltz that was played many decades ago. You are safe. You are warm. You are exactly where you belong. The white dress dissolves into moonlight. The iron gates fade into darkness. The road ends here. All that remains is rest. Deep, quiet, peaceful rest. Sleep now, friend. The story is over, and the night is kind.